Hey everyone, Eugene Fedorovsky from EugeneFedorovsky.com. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I hope you're crushing it in your network marketing business and you're on the way to accomplish all the goals that you set out for yourself. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you the difference between the art of fulfillment and the science of achievement. So stay tuned. So today I was listening to Tony Robbins and I love listening to him. I think he's a wealth of information. He's a fantastic person to help you understand what is required to be successful in life. Not only in business, but in life. He's very transformational. I've seen him change people's lives. He's amazing. So I highly recommend you guys to plug into him if you don't know who he is. He's a motivational speaker, but I think it's a lot more than just motivation. So I was listening to him this morning, and he was talking about the topic of science of achievement versus the art of fulfillment. And I couldn't just pass that and not share it with you. So what is it, this idea, and how can it help your business and life for that matter? So the science of achievement, let's cover that first. Science of achievement. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it's a science, so it's knowledge. It's real, it exists, it's known, of achievement. So if you want to have achievements in whatever it is, success, or in other words, success in your business, let's say, then it's a science. So it's something you can learn. It's something that you can actually find out how to do it. If you don't know how to get success in your business, find someone who does and plug into them. Find a person like Tony Robbins, or even perhaps your upline. Your upline probably knows what it takes to be successful. If they don't, go upline and upline and upline until you find someone that does. You find people like me who teach you something to get an idea around what it takes to grow success. So it's essentially a skill. And the good news is, skills, unlike talents, they could be learned. Talents are something you're born with. Skills are, if you work on them hard enough, you can learn that skill. So, in other words, the science of achievement is something that you can learn. And anytime you can learn it. No matter what your circumstance is. And again, I spoke about this a few videos ago. This is why I love network marketing. Network marketing doesn't care what your background is. It doesn't care how many classes you finished, whether you're a high school, college graduate, or no graduate. It just doesn't. It doesn't care if you're a cleaning lady, a bus driver, a school teacher, or a businessman. Everyone has the same opportunity to make money and become free through this business and impact, more importantly, impact a lot of people. So that's a science. If you want to achieve something, it's a science. It's just a way of you sitting down and figuring out how to actually do it. Now, the other aspect of it, and this is, I believe, a more difficult aspect to grasp, that's the art of fulfillment. So, it's an art. The fulfillment is an art, which means it's abstract. What fulfills me may not be what fulfills you, or what fulfills another person, and another person, and another person. We are all usually have different things that fulfill us. There are actually tests out there, advanced personality tests, that show you what fulfills you. So this way, if for some reason you don't know what fulfills you, take one of those tests so you can see what drives you. And if you know what drives you and what motivates you to keep doing what it is that you're doing, then perhaps you'll be more apt in doing it. So, and again, it's an art. It's not something that you can learn. It's something you can appreciate. So Tony was talking about this example where he has a lot of friends. And one of his friends is Steve Wynn, the guy that built most of Las Vegas. The guy that owns Encore and Bellagio and I believe a bunch of other hotels. So one of the houses that he has is actually in the same city or same community as Steve. So Steve calls him over. He's like, hey Tony, are you home? Tony's like, yeah, so come on over. So he comes over and Steve shows him this painting. And he's like, and Steve tells Tony, I've been going after this painting for such a long time, and I finally got it. Tony's like, okay, how much was it? Or maybe Steve told him how much it was. $80 million. Now Tony says, I'm not an art connoisseur, so all I see is an orange box. But what Steve sees is totally different, because he's a person who can appreciate art. He has a certain knack for it, which Tony doesn't. I don't, for that matter, either. So fulfillment is an art. What you see in it may not be what another person sees. Now, another thing that Tony mentioned about this art of fulfillment is some people never get it. And unfortunately, they are not happy in this world. So he brings up an example of Robin Williams. Now, Robin Williams was well known around the world. And Tony mentions that whenever he goes to a different city, and he usually brings up Robin's name, 95% of the people raise their hand when he asks the question of who remembers him as a great person, or who loved Robin, or something along those lines. 95% of the people, no matter what city he's in, whether it's China, Canada, Italy, wherever in the world he is, 95% of the people. And yet, Robin killed himself. He was successful. He was very successful in the movie industry. He had the money, but he was not fulfilled. He thought he was alone. So, the art of fulfillment is something that we need to work on. It's something that we need to learn to find what it is that we appreciate and what it is that's going to drive us and fulfill us. Because achievement without fulfillment, that's not a recipe for a happy, successful life. A lot of people have achievements, but they don't have the fulfillment. And judge for yourself which one is more important. It's a very difficult thing to decide. So instead of deciding, just figure out a way where you can marry both. And another thing that is kind of related to this, but I heard Jeff Roberti say, people usually do this network marketing business either out of inspiration or desperation. And I found that to be true. A lot of people start this business out of desperation instead of inspiration, because they don't know what it is to be inspired in the beginning. And then once they're successful, they have to find something that's going to keep inspiring them because they're not desperate anymore. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like, comment, and share. I believe that what I learned today from Tony Robbins and shared with you is extremely important for people to learn, that there is something called science of achievement and there's something called art of fulfillment. And we need to figure out a way to marry this, and then pretty much we'll be unstoppable. And as usual, if you have a video that you want me to if you want me to make a video on something specific, feel free to send me a message on Facebook or send me an email to eugene@eugenefedorowski.com. I'll be more than happy to entertain that idea. Also, feel free to visit my website at www.eugenefedorowski.com for more training like this. I also, for a limited time, have giving away a course by Todd Falcone, teaching you how to become a six-figure earner. If you go to the website, again, that's www.eugenefedorowski.com. On the right side, you're going to see the course. Click on it, fill in your name and your information, and you'll get it in the email. So with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.